It's Friday evening. Great Friday evening, guys. It is a crazy, crazy Friday evening in the city of Brownsville. It's a
Do we have
crazy.
zero people watching?
Uh, what's happened is it's kind of a weird deal. Once I get in there, for some reason, a couple of the spots like don't click in real quick. Streamyard is doing something or other. I can't figure it out, and so when it starts off, it starts lacking, folks.
Okay.
Or it's Friday and everyone decided just not to show.
Well, so people are going to be watching this show again later on tonight. So hello to our midnight crew, our 3 a.m. watchers, because I know we have two.
It's kind
Who's
of funny.
laughing?
Well, we can't see that
Oh,
person, but we
Roman.
I'm
know.
so sorry. It's Roman, and I'm sorry, but I don't have light in my car to turn on the freaking light. That's what I was
Okay.
banging with earlier.
All right, that's fine. But
Why
go ahead.
can't you?
Why are you laughing about the 3 a.m. midnight watchers?
Because it's funny that the people watch it at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. It's funny.
Why can't you? Why can't you be at home? You got kicked out of the house or what?
Because I'm not inside my house right now. I
Because,
told you, because I'm not even home yet.
Well,
Well,
go.
actually, I am home. I'm in my driveway, but I
Well,
can't
get
go inside.
go.
No, I'm not going to
Go.
go inside. I
Why?
can't. No, because I don't. You know that. You want me to be like 45 minutes late, or do you want me to be on time at 9?
45
I
minutes
can't.
late.
No, I'm not going to be 45 minutes late. You get mad if I don't get here on
No, I
time.
don't get mad. I pretend like I get mad. I really don't care. But let me
Okay.
say, the other day, it's just so weird because you hear that like
yes,
cackle in the background. You go like, "What the hell is that?"
yes, just like that.
Anyway,
Exactly.
no, last night I went to Toscafinos because I took Mama to Toscafinos, and so some guy goes, "Hey, Erasmo," I go, "Hey, man," and it goes, "Hey, no, but I watch your show, but I watch it after the show." I go, "Yeah, people do that. They watch it after." And I think a lot of it, and I told him, I think a lot of people watch it afterwards because what they don't want is for other people to know that they're watching, and they think that automatically people are going to find out that they're watching. It doesn't work that way completely. It's kind of a little bit on a different deal, but I don't care as long as you watch it. And if you're on YouTube, you better like that damn page.
Yeah, I've had a few people tell me 9 o'clock and they're out, but then they wake up at 3 and they can't fall back asleep. So then they start watching and then they end up watching the whole show at 3. So hello to Miss Mendoza. Got the name. I got the name.
Good
Hey,
evening.
okay. So I'm about to go on a rant. So do you want to do comments first? Hey, Nelda.
Well, not that many. Go. You can go.
No, because I need for you to. Oh, we can't. Is Hey, mining cheese cat.
We'll talk about that one in a little bit. Let's go, Maggie. Right
Let's get
away.
the rant. I want to hear the rant. I've been waiting for like 5 minutes for
Okay.
the rant.
All right. So, but Erasmo, I'm gonna ask you to do this and let me go before you interrupt me, because
Go.
I'm gonna go on a roll.
Go.
First of all, I wondered whether I was making the right decision by retiring. Only because main thing. Well, not only because. One of the main things is because I know I'm a good librarian and I know the kids at Canales need me or someone like me. So I'm going to be pompous about it. And I know that I would stand up for those children, and I hope the next librarian does this. So that's my one thing. Second of all, was because why are you doing me so big? Now I'm scared.
I
Second of
like it.
all,
We're good.
was because I honestly feel guilty that I feel like I'm leaving my friends behind when it comes to all the shit that they have to put up with BISD. The only thing that makes me feel good is that I no longer have to fear retaliation because I did, even though I spoke, I still feared it. However, what in the effity FF of all that a world that is beautiful is the BISD superintendent and the school board thinking they're doing when they give races like to everybody and their mother, thankfully, because some of these people needed the race. But then again, to everybody and their mother. Like, why do the area superintendents need a $12,000 pay raise? Why? Times seven? $84,000? Is Dr. Gutierrez not concerned about the budget all the time? Do we not hear about his worries about the budget all the time? And now he okays a $12,000 raise, which, by the way, is not part of their big green announcement. They didn't put it in there. So if I'm wrong, Wonderful. Then they're not getting the $12,000 raise, because if they didn't put it on their board, on their announcement, because it's not true, then wonderful.
They are.
Huh?
They are giving
They
that
are.
Mm-hmm.
rate.
Okay. So what the effity FF are you thinking of giving the area administrators another $12,000? How much money are they already making? 134,000, 150,000?
175.
Huh?
175.
Okay. Remember. But go ahead. Why? They don't need more money. They didn't give those principals a raise unless they're in the, what is it, median?
2%.
And then they're giving a 2%? Are you kidding me? Do you not realize you're pissing people off? Do you not realize how much you're undermining the people's feeling of appreciation from you? You're not. They're not feeling appreciated. You're not appreciating them. 2% is an insult. And then not even everybody got a 2%. That's a slap in the face. I called a friend of mine who is an assistant principal, and I asked them, what's your daily rate? They told me $255. I'm like, no, for real. Like, what's your daily rate? They said $255. And I'm like, no way. My daily rate was $360, which means that's how much I get paid per day. I asked them, how could I be getting $100 more than you? And you're my administrator, or not my administrator, but the people's administrator on campus. And they said, because I work more days than you do. So an assistant principal, a principal working more days than the teachers, rate comes down, daily rate comes down. And you're still expecting as administrators for them to put up with your BS when you're yelling at them at the meetings. Do you know that when COVID hit, who was the first people that had to be back on campus? Who? The principals and the administrators. And they were the ones who had to go out and give the parents, when we were all afraid of COVID and nobody knew what was going on, they're the ones who had to be out there dealing with people in and out all day long. Hundreds of people were in and out. Huh?
All day long.
All day long for weeks when they were handing out the devices and the paperwork. Who was out there doing it? The principals.
And the janitors.
Huh?
And the janitors.
And the janitors.
Are the janitors there too? Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the janitors got the at least $15 an hour. Good. And a pinche $1 extra an hour. Are you kidding me? Un pinche $1? And then after taxes, how much does that end up being? 75 cents an hour? I mean, yeah, an hour? Are you kidding me? But
are you sure you're a Democrat? Because you sound like a Republican right now, and I'm loving it.
Area administrators, $12,000 extra on top of what the deputy administrators, deputy superintendents got an additional $10,000 raise. When the principals were showing up to COVID, you did not give them a raise. You did not give them extra money because they had to do extra duties. In addition to that, when the librarians were showing up, because I was one of the ones who showed up to pass out devices, you did not give us a raise because you gave us extra duties. So what in the FF are you guys thinking? Like, the only thing you're doing is pissing off people. And when you sometimes piss teachers off, you make another group, okay, not so angry. But then when you make the teachers happy by giving them a raise, you piss off another group of people. Like, why are you not thinking? It is aggravating. It is embarrassing that Brownsville ISD has to represent itself like that. No, it's not the best choice for the employees. No, we don't think BISD is the best choice. Is what is the word? What is it? A label? What's the
motto?
word? I can't think of it. Huh?
Motto?
Yes,
slogan?
it's not a motto we use in any other word other than to make fun of what an asinine motto it is for BISD. Do you know that I had a principal tell me that when COVID was going on and they were showing up to the offices and he drove home, when he drove by the main office, the superintendent's car was already gone at 4:30 in the afternoon, which means the superintendent was not spending time as he should have been for the $400,000 that he's getting, for the $30,000 that he got today, for the mileage and the phone. What's the other word? The phone, I can't even think of the word. I get so pissed off. What's the
allowance.
word? Huh? Allowance. Thank you. Hang on, because I had talking points. Oh, that's another thing. Here's another thing. Principals get assaulted by students, get assaulted by parents. Mirta Garza was assaulted by a parent on campus. She was bullied by a parent on Facebook. And that just follows under, well, she's the administrator.
Job duty.
Huh?
Job duty.
Yeah. Does that happen to the administrators? So should she not be able to get an additional $12,000 because she was also doing extra duties, but the area administrators are not? They're not going to get. They don't have to put up with the BS. How many times did principals go to their meetings and talk back to an area administrator? In so much of fact that they ruined the area administrator's day. But do you want to know how many times the area administrators go on campus and rip the principal and administration a new butthole and let them have it, and they have to deal with it? That is just wrong. And board members and superintendent, I hope you're listening. All you're doing is digging Brownsville ISD into the ground, because the people who are there doing the work for you are getting sick and tired of it. And what Angie said today was a great point. She is in 2 associations because she is afraid of retaliation for speaking up. And it's horrible that teachers are afraid of standing up and afraid of speaking up because of retaliation. And it's horrible that campus administrators are afraid of speaking up because of retaliation. Hang on. No, that's it. I think I'm done.
Oh, now can I talk?
Yes, but post those comments that. Go ahead, Sam.
Before you speak, Erasmo, I just want to say I'm ready to vote for Maggie for BISD board. Just saying, just throwing it out there.
I like your haircut, and I don't live in Brownsville, so I can't run. The end.
Oh my God!
But we can take care of that quick. Don't worry. Trust me, Maggie. I can take care of that quick. With that said, let me say something other. Look, guys, what really pissed me off about the 12,000, I freaked, Maggie. I literally went berserk because I'm going like, and we mentioned this on the show. I'm out there saying, hey, great. They're taking steps in the right direction in regards to removing some of the posts up there. Okay, great. I said, I'll take it. I applaud. And then right after you applaud, then they screw you in the butt without a gasoline. Because then what happens is then we learn the truth that they're going to just use that amount of money to give it to the individuals who least need it and who least deserve it. And what really, I mean, and to everyone from BISD that is listening right now, and I mentioned this, if y'all went out there and voted for our opposition, and I know a lot of administrators did, just screwed yourself, Bryce. Because I would have never let this happen. And I think the other individuals that were running alongside of us would have never let this happen, guys. Because let me tell you, we appreciate everything that everyone out there does for the district. And let me tell you, one of the things that we followed very, very closely was we followed very, very closely how during COVID, during these tough times, during these weird times, guys, the job responsibilities and the job duties of everyone from the custodians on up to administration at the schools were multiplied. I'm not talking about some added on. I'm talking about multiplication, multiplied.
Sometimes the maintenance people won't show. The custodians couldn't show up because they would catch COVID. They had to pick up so many shifts.
No, and several of them died, Sam. Several of them died. Several people died because of the extra work that they had to do at the district, guys. They didn't get a damn cent.
Canales had 4 custodians, and most of this past school year, we had 1 at a time because 1 got hurt, 1 got sick, and the other one didn't show up. So we had 1 person at a time, or the last person didn't show up, but their schedule overlapped. So we were working most of the time with 1 pobre custodian. Pero el mono, allá en su oficina, multiplicado por 3 veces de un salón,
Ni las gracias le dieron.
vean bonito. No, hasta eso. It even comes in and pulls rank and tells people what to do.
Well, what really tripped me out was in a time where COVID is over, we're losing students. They're always talking about, saving money on the budget. During that time, they said, you know what, let's because we cut two AAs, we're going to add those job responsibilities to the other AAs and to the deputy superintendents and to Dr. Ibarra or other people. So let's give them a $12,000 stipend because we're going to increase their job duties. That was the reasoning, Maggie. So again,
Yeah, and that's a bullshit answer.
where's the fairness? Where's all
Nowhere.
the people that really, really worked it? I mean,
And you were just applauding them not too long ago because they demoted them, right? That you had moved them.
That's
Yes.
Y los sopas.
sopas, perro. That's what always happens. Sopas, perro. That's what always happens. So to all the administrators out there, principals, and look, I freaked, guys. Look, your job duties were increased. Now we learned that because of the projected number of students that we're going to get, uh, most campuses are going to lose an AP.
And okay, here add to this real quick. Sorry, and you can add to what you're saying right now. When we lose someone, so this past school year we lost however many positions that were never filled. AOBE said I think they saved $20 million. The school district did not pay out $20 million because they didn't have the people there to pay. So $20
Where's that
million.
money at?
Thank you. Well, apparently it's going to the AAs and the superintendent and his two assistants.
12 times, what is it? How many people? 12 people?
Supposedly seven.
7. 12 times 7.
84,000.
Todavía te falta millions more.
No, well, take into consideration that this amount of money they're saying they're probably going to save because of the AAs that they demoted. But
But
remember,
they're paying the AAs
Exactly.
the full amount for the next year.
that's
So
exactly
for the
what
next year, they're going to get paid double what their contemporaries are getting paid at the same job. Sorry, Erasmo.
That's exactly what I was going to say. But again, my concern is now that we're losing an AP in a lot of our elementaries out there, guys, principals, deans, and whoever is left out there, your job duties just got increased. Where's
But
your
not
raise?
pay.
Where's your
But not-
raise?
Yeah, but not your pay.
And most of the folks didn't even get to make the medium, so they're not even going to see that 2%.
Hey,
And that's
But you best not forget his pay raise.
oh
but
hell no.
BISD is the best choice.
The SpaceX. Let's go through the comments before people get mad. Inspected by Coast Guard, revision of violation of numerous situations. 8 tremendous, much money in danger of bigger investment. We'll talk about SpaceX real quick also tonight. Good evening. Good evening. I wonder where Roman went. I disagree with the overturning of Roe versus Wade. We'll talk about that a little bit. Democrats will come out to vote and vote. They will by the millions because of the Supreme Court. Yeah, no.
I think so.
Not here. Maybe at a national level, guys. Not here locally. People are here going to go like, oh,
Maybe at the state level,
Yeah,
yes.
but
Hey,
that's
David.
good evening, good evening. It's on my announcement.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, we just need to make it Sam's going in circles. Good evening, crowd. Thank God it's Friday. ¿Y quién les está aventando la...
Madre.
Ahora, Maggie.
A los mismos de siempre.
They realize they just don't give a rest. Sam's going in circles, right? It's not just... You're looking at
No,
seeing it.
it's Sam.
Yeah, Sam, good. Knowledge is power. Fear not, and don't feel guilty. You earned your retirement. And yes, wrong move for the board to approve 12,000 at his discretion. Remember, on vote day, out they go. 100%. That's what needs to happen. Do you think they care? They don't care. Maggie, not to be rude, but you must move on, and everyone will be just fine.
No.
You have hold on. You have done your part. Time for the next chapter in your life. That might be advocating for BISD employees. That might be running for board. When I was an AP, I took $1,200 pay cut. I was earning less than 20 teachers on my campus, so I went back to the classroom. And that's what a lot of administrators are talking about right now. They're saying, you know what? It's just not
worth it.
It's just not worth it. And a lot of them want to go back onto the classroom. There, I can see myself now.
or maybe on to a different school district.
They're custodians, not janitors, Roman. Have a little bit of respect, bro. I don't think that Roman meant that disrespect. It's just, a
It's
lot of
the
it has.
word we use.
Yeah,
He's from a different era.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
one of the things, words change, names change.
Mhm.
I was a teacher aide at BISD, right out of high school, and now you can't call individuals teacher aides. You call them paraprofessionals.
And librarians became media center specialists for a while, and
Yeah,
then we're back now. I think we're back to librarians.
but
Yeah, I don't think you meant disrespect, Robert. Not
But you
that
were doing a whole lot of media though, like
yeah,
with the computer fixing.
that's why. Yeah, no,
well, if someone would have said, "Hey, doesn't remember you when you were a teacher aide," I wouldn't think of it as offensive.
yeah.
It's just the word that was used back then by a lot of folks. 12,000 plus for doing their job.
Exactly.
Well, again, what do they do? Copy paste.
Nelda's another person I would vote for the board.
Now, then
Yes.
I've been telling her for years now. Why does BIS Bronzo have one school district?
I've been
Well,
saying they should have split since 1991. I've been saying it when I
well,
started working for the school district.
the fact of the matter is they should have split when we had the 54,000
Mhm.
students.
Mhm.
Now that we're at 38 and maybe going down to 36, guys, let me tell you.
Question: how would you split it? North or south, or east and west?
Well, that's another issue because if you were to cut it north and south, a lot of people would think that the north is getting the richer schools and the
Mhm.
south continues to have the poor schools. So
Mhm.
that would be an issue. It's kind of a weird. I don't know how to divide it. I
Hey,
don't
would
think
you be able to? Well, it doesn't matter because it's not going to happen.
it's not going to happen. I don't think it's as easy as just going straight down the line. So now that the BISD got a raise at Erasmo, are you thinking about returning to work at BISD as a teacher aide? Maybe then you will become buddies with the board members. Uh, I will never be buddies with the board members. I will never be buddies with anyone that screws people over, makes a buck, and just sits back and laughs about it. But
Mhm.
no, again, I've shared this before. I'm a little bit on the disgusted side with BISD. A little bit on the disgusted side because it is disgusting. I don't care what
Mhm.
anyone says. It's disgusting. It's disgusting that APs administrators they get absolutely no respect whatsoever, none. And look, anyone could have said anything about it. Also, like, oh, Erasmo visits campuses when he was a board member. I was there to support you and help you out. Just that simple. These people screwed you and your
And when
family.
some people will say, the principals got $10,000 and $15,000 a few years ago, but they got that raise after years. I think it was a whole decade of not getting a pay raise. So it wasn't even bringing. They're not even still at the what is it called, the median pay rate.
Median.
Yeah, they're still not there. We're all still below. Who's getting the 2%? Really? How many administrators are getting the 2%? I bet you less than half. Because I bet you less than half are getting paid what is considered the median pay for whatever for the job.
I just want a TV.
Yeah, I don't know. You have multiple TVs. Yeah, they are putting up with it, Mike, and that's what's sad. It's because they have to.
See, they're putting up with it, and they continue to put up with it. Get angry all you want. I'll see you Monday morning is exactly what the superintendent expects. Don't show up. Watch Jim squirm. And look, Maggie, we talked about this a little bit last night. You know, wouldn't it be just so amazing if 1/3 of the force out there walked out?
It would. Okay, here's what's happening, Mike. They are putting up with it, but they're not because pre this year, you can ask the custodians that were at Bettis Elementary when I was a librarian there, and the custodians that were at Longoria Elementary when I was a librarian there. I was there until the custodians left. More so at Bettis when I didn't have a child. When I was at Longoria, my child fell asleep, and you will see how many teachers have their own personal children falling asleep in the classroom while they put in the extra hours at the end of the day. I was doing that. Many times I posted on Facebook year past, and I did it for documentation purposes. My kid was never on vacation because after she got out of school and she was on vacation, she was going to help me work. And before school started, she was going to help me work. And on Christmas vacation and on summer vacation, I have pictures of my mother at home helping me prep for library duties. So what's going to happen, and what happened this past year, is like, chinguense. Ya me traen hasta la madre. 3:30, I'm out. And I showed up late today. I don't care. And I took an extra 5 minutes lunch. I don't care. Because that's how they're not going to put up with it.
Maggie, do you know if teachers are making 45, do they automatically move to 53, or do they just get the 4,000?
I don't know.
I'm going to guess that they're automatically they're going to be moved up.
I have no idea.
Preach, Maggie.
Sorry,
We'll find out.
So they're not going by like the years of teaching?
Yeah, I'm sure they. Hang on, sorry. Yeah, I'm sure they leave those meetings laughter at us after we vent. The time for talk is over. They can't fire y'all if you're not. Yeah, they kind of can. I think they would. I think they would just to show us, just to like show us. What did you say, Sam?
Are they going based on like the years? Or I thought they were going based on the years for the increment of the wage of the teachers.
No, I think they're doing. No, never mind. I'm thinking
Like if they're below 53, like do they just bump them up to a flat 53, or are they saying like, oh, you know what, they have 5 years here, and it should be like 58 or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, let me say, guys, it's kind of a sad situation. Kind of situation, but again, they put themselves into it. I'm sure that they leave those meetings laughing at you after you vent for them. The time to talk is over. They can't fire you all if you unite. I agree with Mike. And I know that Dave is saying later on in the comments that it's against the law for Texas teachers to organize a union. It may be against the law. Just do it.
Well, that's what we have the associations for. Those are our unions or associations.
So just to confirm, the 2%, who's getting the 2%? Like the teachers, or they actually got the 8%?
The teachers got 4,000. Isn't it a $4,000 pay raise?
Median.
Put up what, Sam? Can you put up what?
I actually cleaned my laptop and it kicked me out from all the access from the pictures.
Oh, and Erasmo, you can't do it either.
I'm gonna try. I don't think I can. Hold on. You wanted me to put up the one that
green announcement that BISD is so proud of.
Trying.
Oye, me da un coraje.
The one that's missing the 12,000.
Yes.
For the
that
people.
One. Yes, that.
I saw that comment earlier today.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could do it. I'm gonna try. Let's see, share. Slides. Oh crap!
Is that when you put the video from the poll?
Oh,
just a picture.
Leave me alone.
Oh, and here's another thing. The new principals. How many men versus women got hired? Does anybody know?
Good question.
Okay, because I heard one male principal and everybody else is female. How many area administrators do we have that are men versus female?
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, in my cases, what the hell is that about? Like, does he think he's making a harem for himself? Is that what he's doing?
He's trying to build his 782.
Because I don't think I've seen him speak to women the same way he speaks to men. I haven't heard.
Or what?
Huh?
I can't do it. Yeah, Sam, you have to figure it out later on. I can't. I can't do it.
Yeah. Yes. I see him as being condescending to women. So I think he's doing it on purpose to have people under him, which he thinks considered under him. If not that way though. You.
I don't know. Like I can't picture like principals nowadays that are females that could be easily be talked down to.
There's a few. There is.
Because some of them are real feisty.
A couple are. But same thing with men.
Yeah.
You've got some feisty men too, but for
Oh,
some reason,
you ready
huh?
for You ready for this one? Uh, they got rid of the AAs with the most experience, which is true, and the most vocal against their stupidity. They kept all the butt kissers and gave them stipends for doing just that, butt kissing. No additional duties or responsibilities. That's bullcrap. They cover for them and they drive them around. They know about the affairs and they know about all the tranzas the board members are involved in, past and present board members. The super is not worth half of what he makes. Less campuses, students, less employees. BIZ is his new stomping grounds, and everyone knows, and does nothing. And few out of fear, but most because they have quid pro quo written on their forehead. Maggie is right. That's what he does because he uses and discards them quickly. Only the smart ones get promoted.
There was something that was said right now that made me. I was going to say something else. Send me the message. I mean, you don't have to send it to me who said it, but what else did they say something right now? Hang on.
So what? No more Mars to Brownsville on the border by the sea, no mas, guys. And I when I first started to see this on the testing site, we said, I'm hopeful. It's just not going to happen, guys. We are just like the dumping ground, you know. And look, and I don't want to sound negative about it because we've got something, you know. We've got SpaceX here.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm not too sure if I paid attention to it last time I was there at the airport, but wasn't there like a rocket by the airport last time, or did they move it already?
I haven't gone. Oh no! Remember they were going to put like a
A
prototype out there,
prototype?
so it would be like eye catching or something. Just as
Yeah.
a
Last
sequel.
time I was there, like this past weekend, like I didn't see it. Like, I might have missed it, but
I
I'm
haven't seen
wondering
it
if
all.
anybody has seen it and I just missed it.
I'll see it all. But again, guys, I didn't believe that they were going to fly from Mars here. And then when they started saying, "Oh no, Brownsville is going to be the door to Mars," and we're like, "Well,
No.
maybe," but I just didn't feel like it.
The
Now
door to International Bridge.
that's it. And now with everything that being built at Cape Canaveral, that's where they're going to fly out of. Here's just a testing site. But Sam and Maggie, you know, I wish that they would have at least been honest with us and said, "Hey guys, y'all just going to be a testing ground." And you know what? I would have gone like, "Oh, great! It's still great."
Make it into a testing site by all means, whatever, and but make it like NASA where you can walk in too.
Yeah, but no,
Once they're all finished with
no,
it.
I think it's going to get there, Sam. Where we're going to get like a museum of sorts or something. I think it's going to get there. But my
Doesn't Harlingen already have it?
well, it might happen in Harlingen, but because they're so close to the airport, the only airport that SpaceX could actually
They
use.
have like a space museum and
But
the women pilots.
my point is, you know, we get promised all this crazy stuff, Maggie. Like squirrel, acá, look, Mars, beyond, and we get promised this stuff, and people fall for that crap, and and they believe. And they applaud. Oh, great job. The greatest mayor that's ever been. Great job. Hey, Trevino, great job. Great. And they believe them.
Don't
It's,
forget, you have to look down the way he does.
yeah, and it's not true. You know, it's like when Trey goes out there and says, you're going to pay less, substantially less on your light bill. And it's not true. When they say, you're going to get an audit for Tenasca, so you'll know exactly what happened to and it's not true. So my thing is, do we still have all those people kissing Trey Mendes, Eddie Trevino, Joey Lopez's butt out there? When are people here in Brownsville and Cameron County going to say enough is enough? Oh no, but Erasmo blocked me. Erasmo's horrible. Erasmo takes selfies. Erasmo's horrible. Erasmo had a DWI. Erasmo's horrible. You're shooting yourself in the foot. The same way that the administrators on campus who voted against Erasmo Castro and the other guys that ran with us, you just shot yourself in the damn foot just because you hated Erasmo, and that's the wrong reason to vote for someone. The teachers will be the sitting ducks with their students. Yeah, and one of the things that we learned, Maggie, was because of lack of teachers, as the don't have individuals at the AP positions right now, that they're going to pile up the classrooms, Maggie. So okay, you're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I muted myself and then I muted you because I was trying to rewatch the last part you said because there was something that you said that made me want to add to it and I can't, but then I couldn't figure it out. Go ahead. What did I miss?
Maggie,
The teachers,
the
just a
classroom
comment right there.
classrooms are going to double up.
Yeah.
You're going to have
Oh, yeah.
classrooms hasta la maíz.
But does that mean pay raise like the AAs?
No. What it
Because
means is
they
more,
get double up on duties,
no, but
teachers get double up on students.
what it means is more work for teachers, more work for counselors, more work for librarians, more work for food service people, more work for custodians, more work for everyone
Mm-hmm.
except the people at the top. But they got $12,000 stipend. You got crap. Why don't they just go on strike? No teachers. BISD screw one day without a teacher, and the Browns will come on one day. I think we should break the law. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Well said, Maggie. But don't think that the teachers are working hard for the superintendent. They do it for the students.
You're absolutely right. And that's what's going to happen is teachers are still going to end up staying late and putting the extra hours in because as pissed off as people get, let me say this, the teachers who are doing their calling, the teachers who are doing the vocation, because I worked with one teacher for sure that didn't do diddly squat. So that job couldn't have been her calling. And I worked with a counselor who did even less than diddly squat, got paid for a whole lot of nothing. But the teachers who are concerned about the kids, and that's the big majority, yes, you're right. They're going to end up staying late and doing the extra hour anyway.
This is so repetitive. Same crap over and over again. You're right. Over
Yes.
and over and over again because people don't learn here. People don't vote. Que te valga. Or they vote for the same crap over and over and over again. They
I
just
remembered what I was going to say.
go.
No, go ahead. Then.
They just extended his contract. We need to remember in November, it was Lopez Valdez, Garza, Tipton, and Garcia. Also, it was Drew Brown and Jessica Gonzalez. The only person that voted against extending his contract was Minerva Peña. It was a 6-1 vote.
But was that like a tactic just to say that she voted against it?
I wouldn't doubt it. And this is what I was going to say too. You know me, and I think everybody who watches this knows me. I try and be fair-minded. I try and look at both sides. I try and see what the other person is having to deal with, even when it's something bad. So Minerva Peña, I still wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt when she was making comments about not closing the schools. Drew Brown, I still want to give her the benefit of the doubt when she was talking about $5,000 instead of the $3,500 that they were suggesting. But people do not believe the shit they say. I have had on the side people tell me that right after they do their whole school board meeting that is on air, then they turn around and say something else. And that's BS. Jessica Gonzalez, I wanted to believe she was going to do something. And I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn bridges with the board members. Pero ya me vale.
They're crap.
Yes. Jessica Gonzalez, I wanted to believe she was in. I thought, okay, so maybe she'll do a good thing because she's going in as a parent point of view. But she did shit for this school district. I have not seen her stand up. I have not seen her vote with any kind of level of intelligence. That's another one that needs to be out. And Daniela, I would like to give her the benefit of the doubt because she at least is coming on now to the show. Don't even get me started on the AOB, Sean. Hello. That's when I'm so angry at Erasmo that I'm going to tell my husband that I throw my husband's name out when I'm this angry. Don't even start me with the AOBE. I will give her the benefit of the doubt that she came on and she listened to what was being said. But
She still voted for him.
I think she's just being pushed out there.
She still voted for them.
Yeah. Yes. And that's the thing is then she goes back and she votes for this shit ideas. So what?
I told you.
Prissy, I wanted to believe that she was going to do something good. And Prissy, I've known her for years. I've never brought up the fact that I know any of these people. Prissy, I've known for years. And I believed in her when Sylvia Atkinson was gone. And when all of this happened and Prissy started standing up for herself, I believed in her. Eddie, I haven't heard a single police officer talk well about him. Not one.
Zero.
Not a single thing about him having any kind of intelligence.
None.
And that's police officers. Those are the people you used to work with. And I went and I asked around because I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he knows what he's talking about. The one thing he's told me is, well, you know, we inherited a bunch of problems. Well, no, duh, we all do. Everybody who comes into a job inherits a bunch of problems. Deal with it. Get over it. Help out the school district now.
And Maggie, I want to hear you say it. And Erasmo was right.
Son of a bitch, and Erasmo was right.
Maggie, you know, it's infuriating because I heard the same
Don't
thing.
say it, Maggie. Don't say it.
I'm sure you did.
I said it.
But again, I don't want, and before God himself, I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. I want to be proven wrong. You know,
you know what pisses her off? That they screw. It's a whole lot of people that they're screwing over, and nobody's like standing up and complaining about it.
I want Daniela to do a great job. You know, I seriously want her to do a great job. I want Prissy Roca to do a great job.
But how many years have they been there?
I want Eddie Garcia to do. I want them all to do a good job. But then they go around.
That sounds like an excuse for them.
And then they go around and they give Maggie, she was just on your show. Oh yeah, I'm listening.
Daniela?
Yeah, I'm listening.
And I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but I'm starting to see she is her dad's little
puppet.
What's the word? No, chinchira? Isn't there a word like that?
Chichingle?
Yes. Doesn't that mean the same thing?
That's about. And look, all that, Maggie, she got all the complaints about the people that were putting up comments. They never put up my comments. It's okay. I'm not no sentido. She got all that earful, everything, and everyone's going, well, you know, maybe. And she gives the superintendent a year extra on his contract. A year extra. It's a slap in the face to every single individual at BISD, be they professional or be they classified. Everyone. An extension to his contract when he's still got 2 years on it? Why? What, Maggie? What merited it, Maggie? What is merited?
Nothing. That's exactly another thing. Also, is if the kids don't do well, the teachers are getting yelled at. If the teachers are not having the kids do well, the teachers are getting yelled at, and the principals are getting yelled at. And what does the superintendent get? Another pay raise? Are you kidding me, dude? You're losing students. You're losing professionals. You're losing classified. Why is the superintendent getting more money? He is not doing his job. Are we not going to hold him accountable for anything?
Nothing.
Apparently.
So the AA already signed their contract for next year. They should have done these AAs what they did to Jimmy Hayes.
Jimmy Hayes and Dr.
Cuff, Dr. Cuff.
Yeah, both of them got demoted. Did they get a $12,000 increase?
No. Well, Dr. Cuff, I mean,
he's a nice man. He's a gentleman of old time.
Great guy. The top just signed paperwork to make the workers do more work, and when those workers bees do a good job, the top comes down for a photo op and take the credit.
And they stand around the boardroom going, hey, we're doing a great job. Wow, I really like what you said. Good job. You too. You too, Drew. You too, Prissy. Nice job.
1,000%.
And then what did Dr. Sendejas used to do? Out of pocket. What did she used to do?
Buy a car for the
they would raffle off 1 car, 3 cars to the kids that were not absent in their entire lifetime, right?
She put up a car every time.
What did the super out of pocket? What
Out
did
of
the
pocket.
superintendent do? Do not pinche medalla del Dollar Tree?
Nothing. Well, you know what's amazing was that oh, I'm sorry, the vote was 4-3. I apologize. The vote was 4-3. My bad. I apologize. My correction. There was something about the contract that Minerva was the only one voted against. But thank you for the correction. Um, let me say, in regards to my mind went blank.
It's because you're
And
seeing the
don't
comment.
and don't think
I'm
I'm
waiting for you to
stopping
finish
now.
because I want to say de la cintura para abajo, sí.
I like your haircut, by the way, Sam. And don't think I'm
Thanks.
stopping now. The only time I am not going to show up to school board meetings and have my say is when something is happening with my family that I have to take care of my family first. But from here on after, I'm there. I'm there at every school board meeting.
I was right. This guy is a suck up. Mr. Castro, won't worry. Wouldn't worry. Get over it.
Which
Which
guy
guy?
is a suck up?
Oh, the guy that made the comment. I'm not worried.
Oh,
I understand what he's saying. Brownsville actually has 3 school districts: BISD, Los Fresnos, and PISD. I think PISD actually is kind of a weird deal. They only have 1 student from Brownsville, unless that has changed this year. But I think right now it only encompasses 1 student. That's the way it was back when I was on the board. But we do, Brownsville does encompass
Los
Los
Fresnos.
Fresnos from Alton Glore up and
Mhm.
PISD. You're 100% right. David Smith is always right. District website says that they have 40,000 plus for enrollment. Yeah, no.
No.
That's what they're hoping for. Hey, speaking of squirrel, hey, whatever happened to the Trader Joe that the mayor wanted to bring?
Maggie? Maggie was hopeful.
I was hopeful.
That's what,
That's when I was still J.
Le
No, that's
puso
when
la
I
information
wasn't
ahí en
David.
fregas.
that's what make strawberry milk available again. That should have been my slogan.
Yeah.
That's why teachers and administrators are leaving to IDEA. They work harder but get bonuses and incentives, not like BISD where they only take care of the top and forget teachers. This is 100% correct. And it's and BISD is so stupid in that respects. Look, they're not building less schools in Brownsville.
Mm-mm.
They're building more schools in Brownsville. Look at I think it's Harmony or Jubilee that's Harmony that's building over here where the Ruben Torres Walmart is at. Paredes and Ruben Torres. I
Oh
mean,
yeah. Next
guys,
to IHOP.
yeah,
Next to IHOP.
yeah, next to the new IHOP, guys, they're building a damn school over there,
And the
and
size of it.
the size they're going to take a crap load of kids, guys. And let me tell you, believe you me, IDEA has not stopped looking for places to build another school here in the city of Brownsville because, guys, BISD is so stupid. That's right. Because
Well, let's
any
restate
other
that
place.
because BISD is led by stupid people.
Yes, let me tell you, any other city, Maggie, why aren't they focusing on other cities? They focus here because we've got such stupid administration and we've got money hungry pocket filling board members. That's all we have. So BISD, so to all and no, and Maggie, to all those teachers out there that saying, Erasmo, es que you're hurting BISD and our paycheck. No, realize that the ones that are hurting you and your paycheck are the people that you voted for.
And let me say this also. I've had a lot of people say they don't like Erasmo because he was already in the board and he gave it up. For whatever reason, okay, you don't like Erasmo, don't vote for him for a school board member again. But you know what? Then effing vote for somebody else in November. And I'm sorry that I'm like cussing, but I'm like so infuriated.
Well, let me tell, and again, I'm not going to defend myself, but look, at the end of the day, what I did was what was right for me, my
Mhm.
family, and the district. And they may get upset, they may be mad about it, but it was what it was in the best interest of myself, my family, and the district. So I just cut it at the top. Look, they were going to drag me through the whole thing, and they were going to drag the whole district through the whole thing as well. And they were going to drag my family through it. So again, Maggie knows this. Everyone out there would have first picked their family before the position. And let me tell you guys, it was a non-paying position. I mean, guys, I did my best while I was on there. But again, you didn't give me nothing to work with. You gave me Sylvia Atkinson, Priscilla Tipton, Drew Brown, Minerva Pena, guys. That's what you gave me. So
Those are the ones that need to start going out.
yeah, so let me say that at least, guys, I went to the feds. I reported. I was out there being an ambassador to you all. If you want to judge me for what I did on my own personal time, it's your choice. It did not affect in any way, shape, or form my job duties, my functions as a board member. I did a great job as a board member. A great job. Estás malo, Erasmo? My throat. I'm losing my voice. And the doctor, Maggie heard that my doctor. My
You
doctor,
know what it is though. That
It's the
Kahlua
head.
colada,
oh, it might be calulucularis.
the Kahlua piña colada.
But the doctor said it's just allergies, and aparte de eso, it's I talk all day, and that
Yeah,
Okay,
you know what? I actually took off it early in the morning because my baby was actually getting allergies too.
and
yeah.
And she
Angelica's
getting
had a
allergies.
horrid cough all week long. She finally got um some serious cough medicine from the doctor because we called him today. They saw her Friday a week ago. And I called them up and I said, she still has the bad cough. And they heard her on the phone. They're like, okay, yeah, let's give her meds right now.
Well, for me, it's just for some reason, it's not infected. It's just that hoarse throat. It has to do with my vocal cords, I'm sure, because I can't sing with a dam, and so
Yeah,
I'm
but you can
hoping.
sing with a
Se
damn
quita
before
con
either.
pasitas.
I think amazing. So no, tonight I'm going to do the pasitas. I didn't do them last night, and I'm going to just chill out tomorrow and speak as little as possible. I'll still
I
be
think
on.
your body's getting used to it, to the pasita, and then now it's requiring it.
Get over it. How was he able to bring something without prior notification? Because they give him power.
The superintendent, one should work to live, not live to work. Exactly. Exactly. But you have people who choose this job as a vocation. I taught university courses and I told them, if you are choosing this job because you don't have any other choice, please try and find something else. If this is your calling, if this is your vocation, then I'm not going to be able to talk you out of it. I've had every single student teacher I have met in the past 10 to 13 years, I have told them, do not get into education. Find something else to do because you are never going to be appreciated for what you do. You're never going to get enough money for what you do unless it's your calling. Unless, and I get people who are like, oh my gosh, every single person I've met on campus has told me this. And I've also get people saying, but I really want to do this. Okay, if you really want to do it, you're going in knowing you're never going to get appreciated and you're never going to get your money's worth out of it. But if it's your calling, it's what you end up doing anyway.
Not
But
even that once a month donut thing at the teachers' lounge.
oh, come on. Some of us go in and get 2 or 3 donuts before anybody else gets one. I don't. I just go in and get the leftovers. But yeah, we should.
And check yourself. Your grammar is wrong. Oh, that guy, yeah. Maggie, for BISD board, use la dicción de Erasmo. Al cabo, ni va a ganar, so the same address won't count. Es que Erasmo, you. Maggie,
No,
let's change the address now.
no,
Maggie, dumb.
no,
I want to
No se les acaba en el board.
no. I did not. I was Peter. I was a teacher for the hearing impaired at Egley in 91 and 92.
Isn't the step increase included in the 4,000? So we are really getting like 3,500 or less.
I don't know how it's working out.
Look, one thing I can almost guarantee you, you're not going to get 4,000. Sorry. So why not leave BISD? Most teachers are writing. Yeah, they are. There is a access to this, and there's more coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're saying SAISD pays a lot more, but then the cost of living over there is a lot higher.
This is worthless.
But it just
What
don't
is what is worthless?
I don't know. Guillermo's probably drinking again. Maggie,
it's Friday night.
what teachers in Texas is a non-union? What, teachers can't collectively bargain for wages and benefits. No, just walk out. Take a hit.
That's a sicken, I think is what it's called.
Es que le pegan en la casa, por eso trabaja en Brownsville, Chabelo, that is. How
Yeah.
many actual people from Brownsville are employed at SpaceX? Sure, but there's
All
been
the lower paying job ones.
everyone there is from everywhere except Brownsville. How stupid is that? Well, look, there are some people working at SpaceX. Who drives a Tesla in Brownsville? Trey Mendez, Jessica Tetro, the politicians, and we get stuck with the high gas price. Good
Hey,
evening.
Lucy.
Good evening. So Musk, honey, screwed us. Yeah,
Without Vaseline,
nada.
where you were not expecting it.
So what is the word on SpaceX? Chile. Are you considering running for BIZ president? And that's what changes would you make? No, I am done with BISD. I will never run for BISD, maybe, but I have no interest. Let me say, rephrase that. I have no interest in running for BISD. I'm just so fed up with the crap.
Who's
Really,
running for VISD right now? Victor Caballero.
Ortiz,
What's Ortiz's first name?
Roger,
No. Someone say it. Starts with an M, doesn't it? No, it
Mario,
starts with an N.
Norberto,
No, it's a short name.
Nico, Nilo.
Someone post it, please. And then Leal now, right?
The A should focus on testing stuff so counselors can focus. Oh, Marisa Leal is running.
Yes, Marisa Leal is running. Frank Ortiz.
Frank Ortiz. If teachers go on strike, they lose their license. Do it.
It's easy for you to say it, Erasmo. It really is. It's easy for the person standing on the sidelines to say it. It's very hard to do it when you're in it.
But Maggie,
That's just as bad like when there's like a student-teacher relationship, you lose your license.
Maggie, you're being
So
screwed.
like, why would you lose your license for going on strike?
You're being screwed. You know,
Yes.
why risk it?
Without Vaseline, where you
Then-
least expect it. In the
then why-
what is it? Oral orifices.
every single orifice in your body. So are all the A's getting 12 stipend? There's 7 people that we know of so far that are getting $12,000 stipends. Maggie, the word is achichincle.
Achichincle. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
And it
achichincle.
means what? Like your little puppet?
Guillermo, get the freak off my damn show, Guillermo. Guillermo, get off my show.
He wants to talk about SpaceX. We're not talking about SpaceX tonight. Sorry, Memo.
Guillermo, get off my damn show. Just get off. Stop being stupid.
Do you know who this person is?
Yes, he's one of my best friends from high school. I love
Oh.
him. But get off my damn show. I love you, bro. Get off my damn show. Don't ever come back. Don't make me block you from my account. I love him.
Make them
No,
block.
and I love Guillermo. He knows that. So does that mean you consider being friends with the board members again? Hell,
How would that mean that you consider being friends with the board members?
I never, ever in my life
Ever.
was ever a friend of the board members.
Ever.
The vote was 4-3. Yeah, my bad. Good job, gang. Yeah. How come he gets an extension? Teachers have to sign their contract every year. You'd think maybe after a decade of well, see, this is
Exactly.
the conundrum. You get a raise, he gets a raise. You get a 1-year contract, he gets an extension to his already 2-year contract.
You get screwed. He sits in his pretty little office watching you get screwed.
What's not right with this picture? If he's going to get a increase,
And that's
in
why
salary,
Maggie was right about redoing his contract.
yeah, exactamente. I wonder where she got that
Maggie
from.
said it first.
I think I did. And
she
I
did
even
not.
made a sign about it.
Because I was the one that gave her the idea.
No.
I said it first. But let me say, if you get a raise, he gets a raise, that's fine. You do a 1-year contract, let him do a 1-year contract.
You get screwed. He should get screwed.
Well, that's not going to happen. Go, Maggie, go.
Miss Melanie, I didn't know you were watching the show.
I love her.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to grow up to be Melanie.
But shouldn't they do like an evaluation before giving him a raise?
They do.
You would think that, yeah, he did. Actually, he got a good evaluation. Who did it? Who filled out his evaluation?
Based on what? What did he do?
Dollar Tree medal, Maggie. You are on a roll, girl. Trader Joe. I told y'all, Maggie. My Walmart is going to be a traffic nightmare. Yeah, because of the school. Yeah, BIZ would rather enforce
Oh, the one in
attendance and
802.
discipline. Kids who break the rules have no consequences, no suspension, only in-school suspension.
That some principals are horrible like that. Some principals are horrible, and I'm just gonna say it, and I'm not bashing principals, but when they don't back up the teacher in the discipline on campus, it's very hard to do anything else.
100%. Please do your research on charter schools before sending your kids over there. BISD has amazing teachers. It does. BISD has some of the most amazing teachers and administrators in the world. I know for a fact because I worked there with them. Amazing. I have nothing but respect for most folks out there. Most.
And agreed. Do not judge us by, or I keep saying us, but do not judge teachers by their leaders.
BISD, one of the biggest employers in Brownsville. If all teachers and classified personnel unite, they could control city, county, and school district. But unfortunately, they don't vote. Tony is 100% correct.
Yes. Again, yeah, they
Yeah,
don't.
they send them to the BISD.
We get them back. And
Yep.
we can tell you, Melanie and I can tell you, because we as librarians got a chance to see the entire campus. We got a chance to see the 3-year-olds to the 5th graders every year, in and out. Every year they come back. We'd see them again growing up. We'd see the kids whose behavior was horrid to begin with. They took them to IDEA because we dared discipline. And then a year later, we got them back because IDEA didn't want to put up with their BS.
How many people did you report to the feds? Drew Brown,
Oh,
Sylvia Atkinson, and a couple of other members that I cannot mention because they are still there. And they're not in elected
It's
positions.
still pending.
Yeah. But for sure, I can tell you Sylvia Atkinson, Drew Brown, and a couple other people that I cannot mention. The only reason we are hanging on with our kiddos in BISD are our amazing teachers. If it wasn't for them, we would have already changed school district 100%. Wow, we get no money. But then at the 11th hour, they find how many $12,000 stipends from the administrative positions has done
Yes.
covertly from the community. 1,000%.
exactly.
BISD problem is that they don't hire good teachers. I interviewed for several jobs there and never got a call back. And David is one of the smartest guys I know. Typo, sorry. It's okay. Just create another BISD with blackjack and hookers. More?
Someone just, and I'm not going to say names, someone just right now sent me a copy of their check stub. They were ill the end of the 6 weeks. They had surgery. Their paycheck was for $6.49. That was their paycheck because they dared stay home and take care of their health. They didn't honor the sick bank, is what I'm being told. And this is somebody that, not Sam, because we're always talking about Sam. This is somebody else who had requested days from people and got days donated. They didn't honor their sick bank. And their paycheck for this month was $6. I'm sorry. How much did the superintendent get paid this month?
30,000. Well, he got
No le da coraje.
he got an increase, so he's probably getting now 35,000.
Enójate más.
Y mocos, perro.
Thank you, Frank Ortiz.
Frank Ortiz. Erasmo, why don't you do a strike in front of BISD?
Órale, Erasmo, give me some signs to make and I'll go stand outside with you. I've already called the cops to ask them where can I stand and not get in trouble for trespassing.
Look at you, Maggie. I would definitely vote for you, man.
Teachers get a 1-year contract.
Llegarías con guantes ahí.
Así mira. Come on. Put them up. Like
Teachers
the
get a 1-year
lion, the
contract,
cowardly lion.
What? That's sweet. Thanks. I love her. The school board does the superintendent evaluation 100%. Maggie, kids that go to IDEA and our behavioral problems come back after snapshot.
Yep, we lose them for the time we need them.
And who is the worst? Who is the best board members BISD does right now?
Worst would be Go.
My opinion.
Yes,
The
your
the,
opinion.
wor-
Worst would
the,
be
the current worst board member you have on there is Jessica Gonzalez.
and
Well, I can give you my top three:
go on.
Minerva Peña and Drew
And
Let
Brown.
me give you
And
the
Drew
top
Brown.
5 as the worst board
and
members.
And Priscilla Catibson
and
and Denise Garza,
and
Daniela, and Eddie.
and okay, now who would be the best? Let's see.
Does not exist. Does not exist
And
on there.
that's where Maggie finished
The
cutting off.
savage,
That's
man.
where Maggie finished cutting off the rope and burned her bridge. Oh, I
Guy
need
come.
to see Mandy. I need to go. Oh, tomorrow. Okay. I need to go get me a couple.
What time? What time, Mandy?
3 to 6.
3 to 6. I'll stop by. I actually don't have much work tomorrow. Maggie, let's meet up there.
I don't know if I can because I've got my nieces and my daughter and they all have plans for me.
Let them go do stuff on their own.
Who do you think has got to drive up? 5 to 8? Really?
Es do nada, okay.
Remind me tomorrow. Send me a flyer. Okay. It's our hour is up. That went so fast.
With me mostly talking and I'm still pissed.
And we still got some stuff to talk about in regards to SpaceX, in regards to Roe versus Wade. We'll do that tomorrow morning in the morning so that Maggie can come on.
We, me. Mm-mm.
They're not a United Voting Bloc. And
I'm hoping that they soon will be, Mateo. I really am.
the time moved. All right, guys, have a great evening. Great weekend. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer, still believing all that crap. If you're on YouTube, like that damn page. Damn it. Guys, just have a great one. Be good to each other.
And who's
Is
running for
anybody on YouTube?
Can I say my last words since I never have any last words?
Do your last words.
Victor Caballero, Frank Ortiz, Marisa Leal, and who else? I think there's Cowan.
Philip Cowan.
Philip Cow. Would he be worthy of voting for him?
I love Philip.
Or is he running against somebody that is also running right now?
He's running against Drew.
And who else is running against Drew?
Marisa.
Okay, so Marisa and Frank are both running against.
Frank is running against Drew?
No, sorry.
No,
Philip
Zed,
and Marisa
and Philip
are running against Drew. Victor Caballero is running against.
Prisi.
And Frank Ortiz is running against.
Denise.
Okay. So remember those names, people. Ortiz, Caballero, Cowan, and Leal.
The only thing I want to hear from all three of them, all four of them, is that they have nothing to do with Minerva Peña.
And
the rest of the board.
And that they remember that they run the superintendent, not the other way around.
Wow.
That according to the school district's own BISD webpage, they're the ones who are above the superintendent, not the other way around. And it's not this lovely party of 8. No, folks. It's 7 board members there to remind the superintendent what he's supposed to do. Not there just to give him extra money.
Have a great evening, great weekend, guys. Tomorrow morning.
the address, Maggie.
Huh?
Change the address. You have followers.
No, I'm not going to do that. I can do more complaining here. I'm going to have to go eat a donut now.
Let's go.
I said Dennis.
Tomorrow morning, guys, Maggie and Sam and myself will be on at 9:00 in the morning. Guys, have a great evening, great weekend. I love y'all. Be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. Like that damn YouTube page.